one of the best rookie receivers the NFL has ever seen, and by many metrics, the best ever. From the 5th round to the Pro Bowl, and now here to our Super Bowl show from the Los Angeles Rams, Puka Nacua. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
You like that? That's worthy of a round of applause, right? I mean, for sure. And I should have also added into the introduction a man who wore 17 in Los Angeles before Ohtani. Right? You know?
I don't know if that,
Come on now. That's your number, Puka. That's your number.
I mean, did you have to buy it from you? Like, what was the offer?
I was going to say, I don't know if our negotiating terms were how they were meant to be.
Puka deferred all that money to after he was retired.
We'll see you in 2046.
Yeah, we'll see you yeah, that's when it'll happen. But that would have been pretty cool, right? The night that Ohtani came and he's wearing 17.
That was so. I'm not big into the baseball world, so it wasn't until later when people were like, "Oh, he's number 17 too." I was convinced he was wearing my jersey. There's middle of the game. I look up to the big screen and it's him up there. I'm like, man, that guy's wearing my jersey. Heck yeah.
It is exactly awesome, man. All of it has been awesome. And so now that you look back on your first year, I mean, how is it landing on you, Puka?
It was surreal. It's so exciting, but like it was a long year for sure. But so many going the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows, and just feeling like everything came exactly as it was meant to be, and just feeling like every moment out there on the football field and all the weeks and days in between, I felt like I was in the right place the whole time.
So why do you think it clicked for you?
I'm not really sure. I think of guys like Matthew and Coop and Coach McVay, like that three-headed monster right there, and how they operate and the way that they lead, and just how it allowed me to be, I feel like, who I am, and allowed me to thrive in that environment. And I feel like the energy that we have over there is contagious. We got a lot of young guys on the team and stuff, but the leaders for sure allowed us to be who we are, and we kind of took off from there.
So when you say they allowed you to be who you are, I mean the initial conversation I remember during the summer is that Stafford needed maybe name tags on a lot of guys to know who they were, right? Were you one of those guys to begin with? Or
I'm not sure. I don't know if I was on the list. I want to say I tried to break my way into the Breakfast Club pretty early, so I was like, I think he knows my name. I mean, we watched tape together. Like he's thrown me the ball like 5 times already, so I really would hope so. Like,
what do you mean by the Breakfast Club? What is that?
So I was introduced to the Breakfast Club, but Coop, Matthew Stafford, and the other quarterbacks, they're there bright and early in the mornings, and they're watching tape, and they're getting the installs bright and early, and they're just brainstorming, talking ball. And so it's something that I don't think I got invited to. I was the little brother. I saw them during training camp, like going into this room after we were done with meetings. I was like, wait, where are they going? And then I realized that when I opened the door, they were still watching ball, and I was like, wait, I want to be a part of this. So I snuck my way in, and they let me. They didn't kick me out.
So you just realized that they were going somewhere, and you wanted to just see what was.
Yeah, I love talking to Coop. I always try to get Coop's basketball opinions, and I love trying to see if he'll play some pig with me and stuff. So it was during training camp. I see them. They're going into the quarterback room, and I was like, we just finished meetings. Where are they going? I knew they weren't eating in there. There was no food over there. But so then they were watching ball, and they just kept watching ball. And then it turned to when by the time we got back to camp and our facility and stuff, it became a part of my morning routine to go stop by and see what they were doing, just to talk ball. And it wasn't always talking ball, so that's what made it fun. It was a moment for me to get to know those guys and to build a deeper relationship.
Yeah. When did it dawn on you that, okay, this is, you can do this, that you can not only excel but beyond excel at this level? When did that hit you?
I guess there's a moment kind of before the season had started, and then a moment I think of the before the season. There was a moment when Coop had texted me individually outside of our receiver group chat, and he sent me a clip of what I had done and a clip of just, so he's like, man, I love the stem that you took on this route, and you doubled up at the top. That's perfect. And he's like, but let me, like, you know, and not in a cocky way. He's saying, hey, this is the stem that I would use, and I tripled here at the top. This is because it works for our other routes that we have run. I wasn't aware of the other routes we run, but then by the end of the season, I'm like, Coop, do you remember this text that you sent me? We ran this route, and we doubled up, and now I can triple up at the top, and it's an in cut now. And it was so that was a moment where it's like he saw something in me, and it gave me confidence, and it kind of boosted from there. And then I think the third down catch we had in Seattle week 1 was a big moment for me of a third down play where I had a corner route, and my number was dialed, and I was able to come down and make that play. But just like they believed in me, and they trusted that I could get it done, and to be able to come down with that catch was my confidence was already feeling really high, and it just was able to take off from there.
Yeah, I mean, and so Cooper Kupp is texting you out of the blue, just on his own volition.
Yeah.
Say, and it was a clip of you. Did he like shoot it off of a screen? Is that
Yeah, it was just off the iPad. He not at the facility, just screen record on his phone. He's just talking over the voice on the recording of the phone. But it was he sent a clip of me, and then he sent a clip of him, and just it was maybe a minute and 20 seconds long. I think I know I for sure have that video saved on my phone, just because it was such a great route by Coop too. But then he was just talking over it, and he wanted to help me, and that was such a big moment for me.
That is so. But you're lucky, right?
100%.
That you have such a giving teammate there.
1,000%.
Right? It's because that's. I'm not saying it's. I'm sure there's a bunch of other guys in the NFL who would do that, but there are some who might not.
Yeah, you know? It was a huge blessing for me, and Coop's been like a big brother to me from that moment on, and even from before I got there, and so many other guys. But Coop has definitely been somebody who's been right next to my side the whole time.
Puka Nacua here on our special here in Vegas. Do you have a sense of who's going to win Sunday? You got that?
I think the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will get it done. That guy Patrick Mahomes is really good at playing football.
Yeah. That's your assessment of it?
That's my assessment. I don't watch really honestly too many other football games during the season, but I've tuned into a couple of his games, and he just man, I really love Matthew Stafford, and he spins the ball like nobody else does. But something about what number 15 does back there just it causes every defense a little bit of problems.
I'm wondering if this is a Rams thing that you can't give the Niners any flowers. Well,
maybe I don't know
if that's what it is. I know you're just only 1 year in.
Yeah.
But you're smart enough to sense that. But what do you mean you don't watch football when you're not playing? What do you do?
I play a lot of video games, Fortnite and Call of Duty. Micah Parsons got me into a little bit of the Madden world. He introduced me to during the Pro Bowl. He introduced me that Madden is a good game to play too. But yeah, I don't watch a lot of football. I love watching NBA. I love watching the NBA. I love watching basketball. I love to play basketball. My trainers and our athletic staff is not a fan of me doing that, but I love playing basketball.
I bet not. So who are you watching in the NBA? Who are your guys?
I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a LeBron stan, but I love watching Paul George, Luka Doncic as well, and then Kyrie Irving, man. So those are some of the guys I love to watch.
Do you want to tell him your nickname for him?
Well, I mean, I'm sure I didn't create the nickname, but I was.
You're the first I ever heard.
Yeah, I was very early with the Puka Doncic.
Yeah,
which, you know, and then like 2 weeks later, LeBron did it in a tweet, and I saw that you were like, "Oh, LeBron tweeted." I was like, "Yeah, but I did that like 2 weeks before."
But it's LeBron.
It's LeBron, so I get it.
LeBron tweeted that one out, huh?
Oh, I'm a LeBron stan. I'm like, that was, scoring touchdown, my first touchdown to be overtime and playing in the NFL, like that is a super. But LeBron tweeted me, gave me a nickname. I'm waiting for the handshake next. I've been practicing, and whenever that moment comes, I'll be ready, LeBron.
I love that. Well, that can absolutely happen. You know, obviously you're a Los Angeles athlete of a huge standard now. So apropos of nothing, did I notice in the playoff game against the Lions, you came out in cold weather gear? Did you come out and you covered your hair up?
Oh, yeah, I did.
It looked like you were in like one of those balaclavas, like it's 20 degrees outside, but it was indoors. Then you took it off, right? Did I notice that?
Yeah, you were right. I did have the ski mask on. It was cold. It was really cold out there. Even being in a dome, I didn't know Detroit was a dome until right before Coach had a team meeting. He was like, "Puka, you know we're playing in a dome." I was like, "Coach, I thought we were gonna be outside. I've been practicing with my shiesty on the whole week."
Because I noticed that. Because my first thought was like, why isn't Puka Nacua out there? Because I was looking for the hair. And then I saw, wait a minute, that's 17 wearing like cold weather gear. It's indoors. So you did not know the Lions played indoors?
No, I didn't. I know it's bad. Trust me, the guys let me know it that week during meetings. They're like, "What are you doing, Puka?"
So then you started the game because you practiced in it?
Yeah, I practiced in it, and it was during warm-ups and stuff, and it's something I got used to. I was like, if it's gonna be cold, like I don't want to be cold. So it's
right. So then when did you take it off? You took it off finally?
Maybe the first. I had drinking water. I was like starting to like almost waterboard myself. My ski mask became wet. I'm like trying to breathe, and they're like, "We're going." Coach McVay's, "No, hold on." I'm like, "I can't breathe, coach." Like somebody tip me out of here.
So then you took.
So then I had to take it off.
All right. I kind of feel like because you're so awesome, we should help you out. Atlanta's indoors too.
Yeah.
The Raiders. The Super Bowl.
Yeah, I did. Okay, I knew that one.
If you're going to the game Sunday, they're indoors. Oh, you played there in college.
Yes,
you knew
I
that.
knew that one.
Colts are indoors.
Texans.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cowboys, kinda.
Ish. Okay. Just want to make sure you play kind of indoors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
I love it. So tell me what you're doing with Sleep Number. What do you got? What are you doing?
Shoot, I've been able to be blessed with the Sleep Number bed. That's my favorite thing.
What's your number?
45. 45 is
I'm
my
60.
number. Oh, my girlfriend is a little bit heavier, so I'm 45. My girlfriend, I think, is 55. But I'm a cold sleeper, so my side of the bed is freezing, and my girlfriend's side of the bed is a lot warmer. But it's been the best thing. I think of when one of the first things that Coop was like, you got to find a routine. And so one of the things I was able to stick to during season was my 9:30 was the latest I would fall asleep during season. So getting my sleep so I could make the Breakfast Club in the morning was something so important to me.
I bet. Yeah, you need your sleep if you're waking up for the Breakfast Club to go hang
100%.
out. So you're saying your girlfriend likes a heavier mattress. That's what you're saying. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure when you say my girlfriend was heavier,
Oh,
just want to make sure. Be careful, man.
Yes, thank you for correcting
I've
me.
got
Yeah.
your back.
The firmness, yeah, maybe use the right
I
word.
think
We
that's
weren't talking
good.
about heaviness. The
Yeah,
firmness was correct.
Let's make sure we understand
She's a heavy sleeper.
what we're referring to. Yes.
Get it right.
She is a heavy sleeper,
There
by
you
the way.
go. Very good. And again, Sleep Number is the official partner of Sleep and Wellness partner of the NFL. It's great to meet you, Puka Nacua.
Yeah. Nice to meet you as well, sir.
Listen, man, I unfortunately got on the Puka Nacua train a little too late for my waiver wire in fantasy, but you will never be on that again. That is for darn sure. I'm sure you've heard about your fantasy prowess, right?
Yeah,
You're
I've
aware
learned,
of that too, right?
I've learned. I didn't know what fantasy was before, but I've learned.
You
now.
didn't know that either.
No, I wasn't into. That's why I wasn't watching really too much. I played football. I wasn't watching a lot of football. I didn't know there was another way to compete in it. So I'm glad I have enough competing in my day, so I'd avoid that.
Puka Nacua, man, you are one of one. Congratulations on your remarkable start to your professional playing career, and thanks for being on this
Thank
program.
you so much, sir.
You got it.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.